Hi Anisa, welcome to your week 4 critique. So here we've got your pose assignment. We've got a kind of dead-on front view, very similar to the reference photo. Great reference photo choice, by the way. All right, we have an angled back view here, this kind of side showing the face, back view, cool. And the head turn, pretty good. All right, so let's start with the photo. All right, excellent. I can understand everything that's going on here, very clearly presented. And when we get to this, again, everything very clearly done. Very clear silhouette, nothing's overlapping and getting tangled up, just like with the photo, so very clear presentation. I like that. There are some areas where you could perhaps improve it. There are also some things that I really like about it. One of the things I really like especially is how you handled the shoulders. I can feel the tension in them, and just the way this arm is really, really straight. I mean, I know that that can be easy enough to do with the computer, just mathematically zero out the rotations. But, you know, when we look at the photo, like that's very much what she's doing here, but also just you can feel the tension in the shoulders, and you got that into the pose. So I think that's working quite well. You know, when I look at this arm, I see how the elbow is back behind her, and you know, looking at your poses here, you know, we can see that that you've done that. You thought about it, have the elbow coming back. One thing where I think it could be worked on a bit better is in relation to her leg here. All right. So and the foot in particular. So you recognized that the knee was actually coming out this way, and that's good. But just looking anatomically at what's going on, the ankle, I think, is a bit overly strained there with how you rotated the foot. If we look at the photo, you can see here a little bit more of this side of her foot, less of the sole of her foot. And looking at this image here, we're kind of seeing a little bit of the sole, not really much of the actual top. I know it's rotated under. And so I would have rotated that foot just a little bit differently, such that this angle, instead of it being like this, you'd get a little more of that kind of direction of rotation there, just a little bit. Beyond that, you got the fist in the one hand, the flat in the other. If we look at the general line of action, you know, through her spine here, the angle of her head on that, right? Rib cage kind of going through there, pelvis here, right? Out. And I like the way that, you know, notice her toe is kind of pointing down there. And when we get to this view, I can see that you paid attention to that, getting that toe pointed down. But I would have turned this knee up a little bit to give it more of that general overall kind of curve to the flow instead of it being the perfectly straight leg. I think that it feels like here with the knee pointing down. As far as the this general spine and head, those aspects of it go, I think you did a really nice job with that. And of course, there's the challenge of adapting this photo with the person here, with her proportions physically, to Stuart, who has different proportions, right? He's got a longer torso proportionately, and so getting that kind of shape through here, I think it came out pretty nicely. So I think you're doing a good job with these. All right, so moving on to the head turn. All right, this is fun. I like that you gave it a bit of a story there with this, and like that head turn. I like how you're breaking it up. The head is turning a lot, the body's turning a little, and I can feel that change. All right, it kind of comes to a complete stop for a moment there. Ooh, as he sees the ball coming towards him, I like that trying to dodge it. When he comes off to the side here, I think you missed a little bit of an opportunity. And it's something that you thought about here with the head turn and with the take going backward, that overlap that you have, especially going backward, the way I feel his chest leading and then his head dragging. It could have caught up a little more if you had the head arrive like a frame or two later. But then dodging to the side here, it's all just moving as one piece. So what I would do with this is while it's coming through, you go ahead and you keep the body at this kind of angle, but then consider dragging the neck and head just a little bit back. So you'd get this kind of drag shape. So you're leading with the upper body, and then the head, neck and head would catch up a moment after. You had it earlier. I'd like to have seen that here too. Anyway, overall, good job. If you have any questions, you can message me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Q&A.